G'day guys, welcome to this week's episode. This week we have listened to all of your advice and I've got myself something that I asked you guys about that I'm really looking forward to test out. Alright, so I finally got my hands on the brand new Bluetti Elite V200 portable power station. It's a 2600 watt power station and I can't wait to start using it. So I'm going to unbox it, check out what's inside it. Then I'm going to put it on charge. I'm going to show you how long it takes to charge straight out of the box until it's fully powered up. Then I am going to start using it for what I want it for. So this is purely just for the boat. So when we do these long missions to these islands, this is my thing that I'm going to use for my cooking, my charging of all my cameras so I can show you guys what's going on. I've got lots of cameras that need charging up. The Starlink Mini will be powered off this as well, and lots of other things. So let's get this thing unboxed and check what's inside it. Let's go. Of course, using the best knives. One little box. We'll chuck that up there for now. And then time to pull. That's it. All right, this is it, straight out of the box. Have a look at it. All right, let's see what it comes with. So the power station itself, like I said, the Elite 200, 2600 watt inverter, battery system, all in one little go. Open up this box, and what does it come with? Comes with the 240 volt AC charger. That one there plugs into the side. This one here is for solar. So this one here can be charged up by solar panels as well, which is a bloody good idea. So that plug goes straight into the front there, and I've ordered one extra plug with it, and that is so that I can charge it as I'm running with my boat. So it's the cigarette lighter accessories plug that you've got. So I've got a couple of them on the boat, and that obviously plugs straight in there, which will keep the Bluetti 2600 V2 charged as we're going. So straight out of the box, we'll turn it on and see what it's charged at. All right, so as you can see, the screen is actually very bright. We're in the middle of the sun right now, and I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but I can see it perfectly with my sunnies on that are polarized, and we're sitting at 31%. So out of the box, we're sitting at 31%. So we're gonna whack this one on charge and then start using it to see what we can do with it. Let's go. Welcome inside our brand new house. This is the first filming we're doing since owning a house, and a little sneak peek of it. Anyway, we've got power, so we're going to plug this bad boy in. Like I said, it was at 31%, and we're going to plug her in and see how long it takes to charge up. So, plug it in. Plug it in. All right, so 31%. It's to, what are we going? It's calculating 1.9 hours until fully charged, 1.5. The time is 5:04. Can you see that?
Yep.
All right, 5:04, 31%, 1.4 hours until charged. We'll come back and show you what time it is. All right, so it was on 100%, and Jade started cooking without me. So to really test this bad boy out, so we've got the King's induction cooker going on right here, and we have an EcoHeat induction cooker. So two induction cookers running off the Bluetti. Now that is 14 1470 watts that this King's induction cooker is using currently on level 12. Let's see if it can handle 2.
Well, I sure hope it can, because I've got to cook dinner.
Alright, so it's spiked right up there to 2500. So it's a 2600 watt unit, and it is currently using 2500 watts. So 2 induction cookers running, and the Elite 200 V2 is absolutely smashing it. So it's got 0.7 of an hour remaining at this level. So we're already down to 97%.
And just so you're aware, like this is at, okay, so it was at the highest level just then. So I just turned that down. And let's just talk about what we're camp cooking. Like this is camp food, what you're going to be eating when you're camping. That's why we're testing this.
That's right.
We don't actually eat like this every night for dinner.
This is all test just for you for the Bluetti.
But we are going to eat it for dinner.
Yeah, we're not wasting the food.
I'm not like a...
You're not like a what?
Cook Alfredo out of a packet of pasta for dinner.
Hey, don't knock it.
Alright, so I've got my Alfredo pasta on, I think it's the lowest one. Oh no, it's not. So it's on the lowest one now. And then the steaks are just cooking on a medium temperature.
Alright, steaks are done.
Kind of.
Getting put onto the plate. Alfredo is done. And what is the magic number? So we used 21%, and cooking time was, you'd say, 10 minutes. So obviously this is over and above. I'm only ever going to have 1 induction on the boat. I'm not going to be using 2. I just really wanted to test out what the Bluetti can do and push it to its absolute limits. And that wasn't even pushing it to its limits. So do a few more tests, film a few more things of what we're going to be using it for, and see how we go with it. Alrighty, so back on the boat the next day after cooking our camp food in our new house. And I thought I'd just run through some specs with you about the Bluetti itself. But before I get stuck into that, I just want to reiterate that me personally, I believe that these are the way forward. So, you know, in my F-truck, I've got the full canopy set up. I've got all the battery system, the inverter, the solar charger, all of that. That's self-sufficient, that runs itself, fits in a canopy, it's brilliant. Our caravan, our Lotus caravan, we have 900 amp hours of battery with 1400 watts of solar. It's an incredible system. Do I recommend one of these for either of them? Probably not, but that's not why I brought it. I brought it because my boat does not have a power system, and I want to be able to use an induction cooktop. I want to be able to run a Starlink. I want to be able to run a fridge if I go camping on the islands rather than staying on the boat. And this thing here ticks all the boxes for me. So last night we demonstrated that it can run 2 induction cooktops, and that actually blew my mind away. I thought it was only going to be able to run 1. But at the same time, you know, I'll be able to cook, I'll be able to charge cameras, and I'll be able to run the Starlink as well. So this is a lot cheaper than getting a full system put in to the front of the boat, where, you know, you can get $20,000 worth of battery stuff with the solar and the lithium batteries and all of that. Astronomical. I do not want to pay that much. I've also had people with 200 series wagons or even 300 series wagons. They're getting quotes of literally $15,000 to $20,000 for a full battery system that can go in the back of their 300 series. And I've recommended one of these. Chuck this in the back. It can run your fridge. It can run everything that you want it to run if you go away and live at the back of your wagon. All right, so let's get into the specs now. So the Bluetti comes as you see it right here. On the front, we have DC PV input. So that includes the cigarette lighter charger that can charge from my boat straight into here as I'm running. It also includes solar input as well. So if I've got the solar panels out, I can plug them in there. Now this thing here can take 1,000 watt of solar. That is huge. I don't have enough solar panels to max it out, but that is huge for this tight little compact box. It's got the output, the cigarette lighter output, so if you want to run anything off there, you can. On the front here, the DC side, so DC button you can turn on. Excuse me. It has USB-C, USB-A, USB-A, and USB-C. So 4 USBs, 2 of each kind. Charging up all your cameras, everything else that you need, your phones, all of that sort of stuff. And then the AC side, it's just got the 2 plugs. You don't need any more than that. If you're running more than that, then you need a bigger battery system. So that's basic and simple. Everything's on the front. The LED screen on the front gives you all the information that you want. You can Bluetooth it to your phone and get all the information that you need off it and turn it on and off and whatnot like that. Now on the side, we also have a screw for the earth and the power, AC power in, and the circuit breaker. So if anything happens, the circuit breaker protects it. And that's it. So all on the front and one side. And while we were cooking last night on the induction cookers, it is super quiet. You couldn't hear anything. All you could hear was the sizzle of the fry pan. So I'm not much of a technical guy, but it suits everything that I need. Like I said, 2600 watt, basically a 2600 watt inverter, which is incredible. Weight. It weighs 24 kilos. And when I read it on the internet, when I was doing my research of which ones I wanted, 24 kilos didn't seem like all that much. But in reality, it is a little bit more than what I was expecting. But in saying that, this is a lithium battery. It is a battery management system. It is an inverter. It is a smart wiring system in here, Bluetooth, all of the works. And I can guarantee you, if I was to pull all the stuff out of the caravan or the F truck and put it all together, it would weigh a hell of a lot more than this. 24 kilos for what you get is absolutely nothing. But there is still some weight. And when you're on a boat or a caravan, weight is everything. But 24 kilos to knock off 5 birds with the 1 stone, I am stoked. The dimensions of this thing is 350 by 250 deep by 320 odd high. Like I said, small, compact, and fits the job perfect. Honestly, I can't wait to head out to these islands and start cooking up on the induction, fresh fish. If you're interested in a power station, rather than spending thousands of dollars setting it up so that it's permanently installed, I recommend one of these Bluettis. Either the 100, the 200, they even go higher. So do your research, jump on their website and have a look. Yeah, I'm not a salesman, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just telling you that it does everything that I need it to do without spending too much money, and I can live comfortably on board. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if you're interested in one and what you'd use it for. Thanks guys.